Albert Simpson began preaching the gospel on the docks in New York City. He was preaching about Jesus to longshoremen, to prostitutes, to immigrants, and a church was born. People came to Christ, and a rising passion to share the good news of the gospel, not just to people in New York City and the United States, but a rising passion to take the good news of the gospel to the ends of the earth was born there in New York City, specifically in the heart of A.B. Simpson, Albert Benjamin Simpson. It wasn't long before the words of Matthew 24:14 began to permeate the souls of that early church. The words that said, when this gospel of the kingdom is preached to the ends of the earth, then the king will come. So a missionary movement was born. Missionaries are being raised up, and a school was started in 1884 called the Missionary Training Institute, MTI. And the first missionaries were sent to the Congo. As the movement continues to grow, one of the hurdles that has kept the Alliance from continuing to live out this mission that was birthed in the heart of A.B. Simpson of reaching the world for Christ, one of the hurdles has been just merely the cost of education. And I began praying and wondering, maybe we could return to our roots. Maybe we could launch our own version of MTI, our own Missionary Training Institute. And I was on a trip overseas. I was working with encouraging some of our workers in the Middle East. And as I was there, I had been praying, God, if you want us to invest in an MTI, a Missionary Training Institute sort of model, a modern day model of our early roots, you're gonna have to make this plainly clear to me. I need a billboard. I need this loud and clear. A friend of mine, Rob, walks up to me one day and says, hey, I got something for you. And I look at him and he gives me this box. And I ask him, what's in it? And he said, no, just open it up, open it up. They found it in the basement of a building that the Christian Missionary Alliance owns in Lebanon. And I saw it and I thought, I gotta give this to you. I opened the box up and I look inside, and inside this box is all the original curriculum for MTI. It's in the original packaging. All the booklets, the textbooks that my grandfather, my great-grandfather likely read in the late 1800s, early 1900s, as they prepped to go to the mission field. And it was then that it was so clear to me that this dream that God had placed in my heart was now confirmed by God, and we had to begin raising up leaders in an old-fashioned way. And so a core team, Steve Dangarin, Brian Condello, Rob Childs, and myself began dreaming and planning and strategizing, and RTI was born, Reach Training Institute. An institute geared specifically, a vision, preparing students who would be, upon graduation, debt-free, field-ready, to take that good news of the gospel, much like A.B. Simpson did back in the early days, to the docks in New York City, to take that good news of the gospel to any neighborhood that God might call them to, as well as to the nations. The nations that are at the ends of the earth, the nations that are coming to us, wherever God would take them, we felt a responsibility. We felt we have to embrace this call that God's given to us to raise up the next generation, to preach the good news of the gospel, so that when this good news of the kingdom is preached to the ends of the earth, then the King will return.